Hello and a very warm welcome to the wheelchair curling event at the 2018 PyeongChang Paralympic Winter Games. We've seen lots of exciting action already here at the Gangneung Curling Centre as they reach about halfway through the event. More to come too. Great Britain versus United States of America on Sheet A. GB are the reigning bronze medalists and much in need of a win in this game against bottom of the table USA. However, USA have been performing better than their record suggests, and we're expecting a very tight match here. This is the GB team. I don't know really what they're doing there, but that's Bob McPherson that plays the lead stones.
On sheet A, Great Britain versus United
Second player,
States
Gregor
of
Ewan,
America.
hailing from Moray in the north of Scotland. This is Hugh Niblo playing in his first Paralympics, also known as Shug.
On sheet B,
And then of course Aileen Nielsen, also known as the Mother Goose, 46 years old, and an ex-primary school teacher.
On sheet C,
Stands
Germany
filling up
versus
nicely
Switzerland.
again in this session. Penny Greeley, the American lead, 2004 bronze medalist in the Athens Summer Games in sitting volleyball.
On sheet D, Canada versus neutral Paralympic athlete.
And then there's Justin Marshall living up to his self-proclaimed quirky nature. Looks like we've had a little bit of a switch around here. Kirk Black, the skip, is going to play third stones today. And then Steve Empt, the loud booming Steve Empt, is playing the fourth stones. USA had a good performance this morning against Switzerland, but just couldn't get it over the line. As we've seen throughout the week, they've run all their games close, but inevitably they've lost. They've only defeated Sweden in the round robin. GB have lost 3 games along the way. They've lost 3 to Slovakia, the neutral Paralympic athletes, and Switzerland. And in theory, they have their 2 hardest games still to come. China and Korea top of the round robin at the moment. GB still to play them. Angie Malone's the alternate for Great Britain. She's the most decorated curler in Great Britain with a couple of Paralympic medals and then numerous World Wheelchair Championship medals. GB will be playing the red stones. And confirmation there. See a lot of very tight games going right down to the wire, but GB coming out on the wrong side.
Games will begin in 1 minute. Good luck and good curling.
So USA will be playing the yellow stones. Megan Leno, the alternate for the United States of America, affectionately known as Frodo, as in the Lord of the Rings Frodo, because she's the smallest member of the team. Well, the music will stop shortly and we can get more pulsating action here in the Gangneung Curling Centre. Session 13 coming your way very soon. Interesting to see already Steve Empt at the other end of the ice. We've seen him kind of yo-yo back and forth between each end of the sheet. Generally, you'll see 3 players down at the throwing end of the ice and a skip at the other, but otherwise USA kind of started the week and Steve Empt would generally be up at the skips end, but that changed. Penny Greeley gets us underway here. USA could have easily won all of their last 3 matches, but nothing to show for it. They have been making a lot of shots, but the main problem has been that Kirk Black just struggling with confidence and hasn't been able to sealed the deal when it's come right down to it. Hence the team change. Just switching the two top end players around. Steve Empt up there at the end of the ice with Kirk Black.
Okay.
Maybe some tough discussions had between session 12 and session 13 to force this change.
We touch Bob, yep.
This is Bob McPherson. The lead for GB comes from Stranraer, a big Glasgow Rangers football club fan. And it makes sense that his hero is Glasgow Rangers top scorer Ali McCoist. He started curling in Hamilton and Lanarkshire in 2007. Just gets a piece of that one to chip it out.
That's the main thing.
12-1 on that. Oh no, look at the Canada game on.
Penny Greeley and with another draw shot here. Comes from Wisconsin. They're a fun bunch, this American team. Penny Greeley claims to have challenged Aaron Rodgers, the Green Bay Packers
15-8.
quarterback, to a curling match. She's still waiting for a response to Aaron. Matt Hamilton, the American men's team second, the gold medalists from last month, having a little bit more success in getting responses from celebrities on Twitter.
Eyes on the brush.
Draw.
Draw.
Good poise through. Hold your finish.
Some inspirational words from Gregor Ewan there behind Bob McPherson, giving him some teaching points just to focus on as he delivers the stone.
At the back.
And will it hold on? Will it hold on? It won't, just drifts through the house and onto the back line. So that one not in a scoring position from Bob McPherson.
No, I don't guess, Gregor.
I think she's done that.
So my understanding is that Steve Empt is up that end of the ice, although in the middle of the round robin he came down to this end to energise Penny Greeley and Justin Marshall here. Maybe he feels like that job's done and it's Kirk Black that needs the support now.
13-1.
This is a good draw here from Justin Marshall. He made a slow start to the round robin, but really settled in now, and he's played some good stuff in the last few days.
Come on, Gregor. They're heading to light too.
So Gregor Ewan
4-5.
comes from Moray in the north of Scotland. Likes hand cycling and watching Formula One racing, also known as Igor or the big man.
Good, Gregor.
Good, Gregor.
Well, they draw one out to the wing. Obviously not wanting to get drawn into a race around the middle. GB with the last stone here in the first end. USA, the Stars and Stripes, will elect to play that takeout on the wing. Justin Marshall can throw it pretty hard when he wants to.
No, it's just weird lineup. Good shot.
So Kirk Black sets off to the other end of the ice, playing third stones for the first time this week.
We touch
9-10-5.
Gregor. Yep.
So 9.75 should be the time that this stone takes to travel between the hog lines. Gregor Ewan throwing the second stones for Great Britain. So I'm just over curling a little bit, but does enough to get that American stone through the house.
Yeah. 10, 1.
13 should do it.
13.
Mine was 13-1, so.
Okay, I'll go put a little more on it.
All right, 12.75.
Well, Kirk Black looking to rebuild some confidence, play some lower pressure shots at the third position. Not much lower, right enough. They're still important when you're playing third. But at least they're not those final stones at the end where they really need to convert their chances.
13.
So
13-12.
Kirk just over curling a fraction here and finds a good spot at the front of the house.
Come on,
This was 13-1.
Huh?
This was 13.
Oh, Gregor Ewan encouraging his teammate Hugh Niblo, who throws
Nice
third
on
stones
9,
for
5.
Great Britain. Hugh's nickname is Shug, or Shuglet, or Shuggy. So I'm sure you can see a pattern there in the nicknames. Comes from Stranraer, plays at the Castle Kennedy Curling Club. His hero is a well-known Scottish wheelchair curler called Tom Killen, the second player in the 2005 World Wheelchair winning team for Scotland.
13.
So same draw again here for Captain Kirk Black.
Fall down, bud.
So had a good draw with his first one. This one looking like it might be carrying a bit more speed.
What was that, Pen?
No, a bit of a rush of blood here, and Kirk Black's put that one right through the playing area.
On
So
it,
that's
club
just
goal.
put to the
Like
side.
that?
Yeah.
Of course, it needs to stop on or before that back line, just between Steve Empt and Aileen Nielsen.
Yeah, let's draw a shot.
Just pretty good.
Still there.
So going for the draw.
Take your time.
4-5.
See a bit shaggy.
Well, initially this looks way inside from Hugh Niblo.
Good line, Hugh, just your weight.
Just the speed that's beaten that one. So comes up short of the house, and now USA with a chance to really crank up the heat on GB.
13's just top of house.
Nah, 13.
No,
Nah.
because Kirk's came in a little hot. I think it's breaking.
13's good number.
I think it's sped up a little since yours because his was.
It might have been a couple runs. Yep.
So all the play coming down this right-hand side of the sheet in this first end. Seems to be getting quicker and quicker with every stone that comes down here.
The line.
Most of the players playing a kind of parallel side push delivery, but Steve Empt going for a kind of V setup, and it seems to be working for him as he's moved up to
Get out.
fourth
13,
in
5.
the stats of all the thirds. Good draw there.
Take it.
What was it?
I'll concede nearly all of that.
Seal.
5.
Gregor.
All right, both sides.
Take it.
Okay.
Ellie Nielsen's going to put a takeout on that yellow stone in the centre line. It's blocking the way into the button.
I think if they were just line 1, I don't mind drawing, but if I'm to line 2.
Yeah. The shug high we has.
Not too bad.
It has never seemed to come.
No.
Come on, Ailey.
And I cannot wait he played right enough.
Hugh Niblo there actually
Straight
tied first in the standings for third players, super 66%. Ellie Nielsen kind of middle of the pack, 5th.
Sorry, Bob.
So big weight here from Ellie Nielsen, looking a little high. Oh, that's a complete miss from the GB skip.
Give it a little tap.
Just overthrew that one a little bit. I don't think there was any need to
Come around it, tap.
throw that much weight at that stone.
Or even the top 12 on this side. What are they going to do then when you have a wall up there?
Yeah. Same weight would be
GB
fine.
could be in for a hard game here. USA have been playing well,
Maybe pull the
despite not putting the wins on the on the board.
Come back.
Another draw here
Come back.
from Steve M.
Slow down now.
I'd like to keep this one short of the tee line. He's got a fantastic line.
Get over.
Oh, lovely stone right down onto the 1 foot.
The course.
Draw.
And that is not going to be much room at all for GB to be able to score here. Facing 3 American stones. So that's what Aileen Nielsen is facing with her last stone here in the first end. First things first, needs to get by the
Okay.
2 yellow stones at the front of the house. She won't mind giving up 1 here, such was the quality of that draw by
Take your time, Ailey.
Steve Empt. But you know what, if she gets it really good, then maybe she can still score for GB.
5-6.
5-6.
Thank you, Bob.
So off it goes. Looks like a good line. And the speed isn't too far away either. Hasn't got the running to make it all the way to the button. Needs to get by the yellows though. And it does. Just creep past the front 2 yellows. Great line, just a little short of speed for the shot. And a steal of 1 here in the first end
Come on now.
for USA.
Good end, guys.
Steve Empt, full of encouragement, full of confidence as well.
Nicely done.
And no wonder, that was a terrific draw there. It's a steal of 1 in the first end for the United States of America, 1-0. Four games out there in session 13. The other ones Korea, Norway, Germany, Switzerland, and Canada versus the neutral Paralympic athletes. Our focus on GB versus USA. This is Penny Greeley. Doesn't spend too much time being particularly methodical or getting herself set up the same way every time like some of the players do, but gets the job done.
Easy, Penny.
She go.
Easy, Penny. I'll hang around the back.
Come on.
That'll
That one
be
just
out.
drifts past the back line and out of play. Penny Greeley's shown herself to be a very talented lead player. I just wonder if she spent a little bit more time getting the same setup and repeating her technique every single time, then she might be more successful. But different things work for different people, of course. Bob McPherson, much more deliberate. Does his little shuggle.
Pull left, Bob.
GB will be looking for corner guards here, which looks to have been played. Perfect spot from Bob McPherson.
Look at you, Zach. Look at you, Zach.
12-5, Penny.
Kirk Black with his signature toothpick in his mouth.
Come on.
Now Penny trying to come around this corner guard.
Come on.
Crash it. 14-2.
Yep, that's what I have.
Into the guard, just a little bit short of speed on that one. So USA not really setting up well here in this second end.
Nice draw, Bob.
Aileen Nielsen holding the brush for
You're looking at 13 for the house.
Gregor Ewan to make this draw around. My apologies, Bob McPherson still. We're still at lead stones.
Yeah, Bob.
Lots of rotation on the stone. The GB team have been talking about the amount of rotation that they play. They aim to have 1.5 rotations by halfway up the ice.
Good, Bob. I'll do next week, yeah.
Got that right?
And a good draw there from Bob McPherson.
Yeah, like 80%.
Like here?
Yeah. I don't know if I can get over that far.
Yeah, let's make it go.
Normal.
So USA just want to remove that red stone just played by Bob McPherson. Justin Marshall to play the left-hander. Starts in a much more forward position than some of the other players. All comes from the shoulder, the speed that he's generating.
9-2.
Just halves it
Very
out.
nice, Justin.
Shot.
GB will try and make this draw once again.
Come on, Gregor.
And this time it is Gregor Ewan to play. Looks like a bit of a legend, doesn't he, with that big scruffy beard and his sunglasses and his woolly hat on. Really stands out there in the Gangneung Curling Centre. Probably stand out anywhere. It's a good draw as well.
What do you have?
Half, just over half.
Getting closer to making this draw perfect. That one just a little bit too much speed on that occasion. And with it being so far past the guard, then it gives a lot of time for the stone to curl and for the USA to remove it. A lot quieter in the Gangneung Curling Centre this afternoon without the Chinese on the ice, roaring every stone down the ice.
Right here.
Still
Yes,
hear the odd one coming from the Koreans. Great shot by Justin Marshall, gets right to the nose.
I think the same ice,
That might be
two
their enemy soon, that stone, if GB make a good draw. Here's now look, just squeezes past the guard, but makes the nose, rolls in behind, but it is past the tee line. And GB can make a freeze and use that Yellowstone against the Americans. Gregor Ewan with a similar setup actually to Steve Empt in that kind of V position, aiming his chair off to the left. Well, this is way short of speed here, Gregor.
Just your weight, big man.
Yeah.
Bit of a let off. He had a good line there.
He's up here.
Okay.
So tight guard called from the USA, wanting to block up the centre of play.
3-4.
Probably 13-5.
Well, Kirk Black playing third stones now for USA. Changed
Come on.
between session 12 and session 13.
Sideways.
Looking tight and light. And that's going to be a big fat 0 in the stats for that one. Doesn't really do anything, and GB can play the same draw once more.
Cheers, good.
This time Hugh Niblo to play, the highest percentage shot maker in the team.
5.
First time at the Paralympics. All these other GB athletes were part of the bronze winning team in Sochi 4 years ago.
Taking that F over there for fast, because it's no fucking fast.
This one looking a bit pacey. Can it catch the back one? And just drifts on by and through the house as well. GB struggling in the early stages here.
13-5.
Well, Kirk Black not punished for that mistake. He can now try and play the same shot again, somewhere around the front of the house on this anti-clockwise rotation. He's got much better line and a much better weight here.
Stay above it, stay above it, stay above it.
And set.
And stays in front of the tee line as well.
Nice shot, Kirk.
Lovely shot by Kirk Black. He still seems to be communicating well out there, Kirk Black.
One, two, three, wee bit, that's it.
A lot of players would struggle to deal with a team change where they're seen to be demoted down the team. Especially skips, they can have pretty big egos. I know I used to be one myself, so if you do have to change position because you're not playing well enough, it can hurt you inside. Hugh Niblo looking tight here as it passed the guards. Needs to get by that third yellow. Oh, just clicks it and rolls to a centre.
Whatever.
He crashed.
Lots and lots of misses from Great Britain. Just can't make those draws at the moment. And USA are hurting them for it.
Higher's better than 2D.
Yep.
So Steve Empt can now try and make this draw around the centre. Big deep breath and an exhale and sends it on its way. Well, he said that you can be
16-8.
short
Yep.
rather than heavy. I don't think he
4 foot though.
meant
Like
that
back to
short
bed.
though. It's probably
Top of the red
about
or straight draw.
Just think if at
24
least if we try
feet
and
short
tap
of
the
where
red,
it was
it might open
supposed to
up a wee
go.
bit.
Right.
Yeah,
Maybe a slight
Still
exaggeration,
won't
let's
see
say
any of
20.
that.
or run back the red.
You can run back the red and then it's not opening up.
Do that again.
You can run it back, but then you're not opening it up. You're gonna have to draw with your hand.
We need to get access.
That there. You can get to the 4 foot. That's miles out.
Just draw.
I think so.
Well, this is an important shot in the end here for Eileen Nielsen and
What are we
GB.
going for?
They
Draw.
really need to make
Is that what
this
you wanna
one.
do?
And Hugh Niblow's right. They could try
Either
some
that
sort
or
of
the
a
run
run
back
back,
to the
but they're
red.
not
What do you want to
going
do?
to open it up.
Well, only thing the run back opens it up for them as well.
Yeah, I'd draw and you're probably going to need to draw your second in.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a mismake though. If you come up a little bit short, Aileen, then you're going to block the way in for both teams. It's going to make it difficult to outcount those two yellows already in there. If you're heavy, then USA can make the same draw and get in there to lie 3. This one needs to be perfect from Aileen Nielsen. Well, the line looking good here. The weight heavy, if anything. Needs to slow down, needs to be in the 4 foot to lie shot position.
Good, Eileen.
Oh,
Good
great
there.
shot by the GB skip. Showing her class, bailing her team out with
Sit
that
right on
terrific
it,
draw.
behind the
And now
tee.
Steve Empt's going to be
Yeah.
asked the
So
question.
just sit on it.
Yep.
That was such an important shot there, and really very little room for error there.
Can you see any of that?
No.
The USA aren't going to try and remove that one, just going to try and draw up against it. Well, it looks like it's running a similar line to Aileen's.
Come on. Come on.
Starting to curl now, a
Very
little
nice,
bit
Steve.
shorter, but
Very
blocks
nice.
the way in. Great shot from Steve Empt. Now,
I don't think we're risking, do we?
You
can
tap it if you want and play for the minus.
The red in the middle. But I don't want it removing the one that's short trigger. Just burn it!
Eileen Nielsen's just throwing this one away. She's not interested in risking that red, and they're happy to get out of this end, having scored in the end in an end that looked a little bit dangerous. So the umpire puts that red stone to the back,
Any point doing any damage.
while everybody else is putting the stones to the side.
If we had
That's the one. We've got appeals.
just not, there's no point doing any damage.
we've
If we
got
had
a-
to score a 2,
no,
then fine.
What's all weight? What do you think all weight is?
So it seems sensible from GB not to go for anything too scary there. Happy to get the 1 and tie the game up after 2 ends. Confirmation there, GB 1, US 1. Well, quite clear there that USA are making more shots than GB. Not scoring on the scoreboard, not showing on the scoreboard just yet. They've all volunteers continue to tidy up the stones at the side. Bob McPherson gets this third end underway, and I think we had a man down there. One of the volunteers taking a bit of a header across the ice. Hope he's okay.
All right. Good deal, Bob. Okay.
And of course, the GB guys offering him a little bit of Scottish hospitality, helping him up off the ice, checking he's okay.
That was 13-3, Penny.
Penny really with that side delivery.
Good line.
USA have been the better of the teams too so far, and if it wasn't for that terrific draw by Aileen Nielsen in the second end, USA could have opened up a bit of a lead here.
Good shot. Very nice.
That gives them the roll.
Drawing in.
Right in, Bob.
Come on, Bob. Straight to the brush. Good follow through, Bob. Straight to the brush. Good follow through. Good follow through, Bob.
Draw.
Well, it's quite nice really, because some of the players in the GB team, they seem to tell us exactly what shot they're going to play just before they deliver it. So Bob McPherson shouting draw. Don't know if that's maybe he's telling the skip at the other end, or whether he's telling his stone.
That's me, I like it, Bobo.
And
Good ball.
that's really good setup by the GB lead. So maybe the stone was listening and it delivered. Good play by both leads. This one coming right around the corner guard.
It's a beauty.
And whose shot? Looks like USA are shot position as that one just grinds to a halt.
What again then? Am I drawing or am I appealing? Drawing.
You catch that, it's okay.
Go, Gregor.
6.
Yep.
Now GB trying to draw up against that stone just played by Penny. Gregor Ewan's found a nice line here as it curls over and just taps it a bit.
Bounced, fucking wanker.
Good enough to lie to. My apologies if you hear any profanities coming from the players on the ice.
Take that one out the back.
Better that one.
I'd rather get rid of this guard.
Okay. That's why I'll call it. Give it a goal.
Justin Marshall going for the takeout here. Doesn't seem that happy with the release on that one. He's in the guard. He's going for the run back actually and gets second prize. Picks the stone off the button and opens things up for the USA. Nice shot there by Justin Marshall. Makes two of those reds go away.
It was really narrow. Went really narrow.
Same draw again here for GB. Well, this one's way short in an end that seemed to be going better for GB than the
Justin,
first
let's go
two.
this way.
Bit of a miss there.
Sorry. No, this is okay. Normal? Normal.
Have the weight.
Well, Justin Marshall with another one of these big signature takeouts. He's on the wrong side here and chips GB over towards the button. I wonder if we'll see them take on a guard instead this time.
Just draw on top of the middle one.
Guess I'll run the double.
There's more room on the other side if you want to go the other way.
What's that?
Try it.
There.
Okay.
So just something in front of that red stone would be ideal.
Three, four.
3-4.
And you're shot straight to the brush.
Gregor Ewan giving him that direction again just before he throws it. Works for some people and not for others. Well, this one's just over curled and leaves that red in the 4 foot exposed.
Well,
I think you pinched it just
I
a little
think
bit,
on
but
the main
yeah, I
from
should have
behind
been throwing
that.
9.5. That's on me.
you had the time. Time was there.
Get it right about here, Kirk. Swap over.
So that guard pretty much edge to edge with the stone in the button. Full stone seen by the USA. Well, this is a bit of a key shot here. Kirk Black. When he puts the power on, that cue just seems to go up and away, and he tends to lose a lot of accuracy. Where's the red going here? Nearly redirected off the yellow. That was a good opportunity for USA.
Three, four.
I don't know. That's why I switched to this hat. Everything I was throwing with that one in practice was.
Come on, Chungy.
Go shot.
Right out here.
So they'll throw another guard. I think they're taking the same ice for this shot. Hugh Niblo maybe just a little bit inside with the last one. Nearly from the first couple of ends, what I've seen from Hugh Niblo is contributions tactically have been very sound. Youngest player in the team, just 36 years old. Well, he's got the line right there, but very, very long.
Come the other way, though.
That's all right.
Stephen not interested in trying to tap that stone back. Plenty of room to get around, but without sweeper is quite a technical shot. You'll be able to see some of those marks on the ice there where the volunteer wiped out at the start of this end. No, just chips the guard off. That was what they called for.
Edge of 8.
Just spin it.
It's going to be guard again here for GB. Just skip stones to come here in this third end. The way things are going, it could be a score of 2 for USA, or it could be a steal for GB.
Thank you.
Still, a lot can change very quickly. A couple of perfect guards needed here from Aileen Nielsen. Aileen Nielsen going for that guard in the centre line again. Aileen Nielsen's sporting hero is Ellen MacArthur, who in 2005 broke the world record for the fastest solo circumnavigation of the globe as a yachtswoman. She held that record for 3 years and retired in 2010.
No, you got it.
That guard not quite covering the stone at the top of the button. Steve Empt will have a great chance to make the takeout on that red now. There's always going to be a dangerous game just playing that single guard, but it's really difficult at the same time to throw a second one in there to a useful position. Well, a big shot here in this third end. Steve Empt, I think he likes it. Seems to have a good line. Needs it to stay up there. Where's the guard? Oh, just gets by and no more. Great shot by Steve Empt.
That was a 10-20.
Hey, Robert.
It might have just great.
Well, did it touch on the way by? Ooh, hard to say from that angle. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day. USA line 2 is what does matter.
Straight at him.
975.
5.
So looked like a little bit of a lift on the stone there from Aileen Nielsen. This one running inside at the moment. Oh, this is in the guard. Oh, and pushes another one up. Is it going to go in the house? It is not. A couple of poor stones from the British skip. And USA are going to be able to draw for 3 anywhere in the paint here for Steve Empt.
You were in the house?
Just way inside. I heard the stone lift a little bit when she pushed forward.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to hit paint.
I think Steve Empt's happy with that throw. Just needs to be in the anywhere in the circles here for 3. And this one looks like it's all over it. Very well done by Steve Empt. USA looking revitalized with that change in playing order.
Eric, what's the question?
What's wrong, Hugh? You never shook on the score. Oh, got you agree on the score.
You all right?
Right, guys.
I guess. He's just pissed.
Okay, so a score of 3 for the USA. And USA now leading by 4 shots to 1 over on sheet A. Big score of 3 in the third end for the United States of America after a couple of misses by the British skip.
5-6.
Eileen, you know it's just Kurt trying to cheer that stone on. That's all it is. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thanks for clarifying. I think it was just saying that you didn't confirm the score with you.
Well, USA wanting this stone in the centre
Sorry,
line.
He was upset. I didn't mean to make him mad either. He,
It's all good. It's all good.
So it does stay between the tram lines. Not a huge amount of curl up that centre there.
Okay.
Throughout the Olympics and the Paralympics, we've seen the ice conditions on the outside sheets being a little bit more tricky than the sheet B and sheet C in the middle.
Come on, Bobby boy.
Nice guard,
Good
Bob.
this game.
I think throughout the event, the stone's not really curling across the centre line as much as
Volley through.
they are from the outside of the sheet to the centre. Corner guard needed. Great Britain really needing to get a win here if they want to have a chance of the semi-finals. They have Korea and China still to play, who are both top of the round robin at the moment. And wouldn't like to have to beat both of them to qualify. GB would be much more comfortable coming into that game, just needing one of those wins to get to 7 total. So a reminder, it's a 12-nation round robin. All the teams playing each other. 11 games in total for each country. And once they've played their 11 games,
Very nice,
then
Penny.
the top 4 teams will qualify for the semi-finals and
Go
fight
US,
it out
go.
for those 3 medals. And
Go on,
then the
Bobo.
semi-finals, the first place team will play against the 4th place team. The 2nd place team will play against the 3rd place team. Both fighting it out for a place in that gold medal game next weekend.
Draw.
Draw.
Now Bob set GB up very well in the last end. Can he do it again here in the 4th? Coming around his guard that he threw with his first one. Looks like he's got a good line. Finds a nice spot there. Well done by the British lead.
Peel it.
Do what you do best, Justin.
I got most of the back one too.
Why don't we go after the
If we
back?
come this way and I catch the guard,
Yeah.
same difference.
You like that better? We give it a shot.
Come inside out.
I like this one.
Come inside out.
I like coming this way.
All right.
Come over the top of it. You get the 2 for 1. You get rid of your guard.
You got it, Justin.
So USA going into full defense here with their 3-shot lead. Not seen them play with a lead much during this event.
Heel, right?
Doing a good job so far in this end of making sure that there's as few stones in play as possible, and that's what you want to do when you're defending a lead. Every stone in play could be an opportunity for your opposition. Oh, that's an absolute disaster.
7-9.
Yeah.
Needed to make sure that he got the guard away,
Come on,
but
Greg,
also roll the shooter, and he leaves it in front, which leaves GB to split the house.
He get carried back
Drawing over to the right-hand side.
4-5.
4-5 is somewhere in around the
4-5.
level with the white circle. Just in front of Aileen's brush somewhere. So how's he looking here? Doesn't need to worry about any guards. Just needs to really find the house.
Good,
And that's a
Gregor.
good shot from
Go on,
Gregor
Gregor.
Ewan. Perfectly done.
Nice shot.
Justin Marshall, with that mistake with his first stone, will be looking to make up for it.
Fine.
Very nice.
Roll across, too. Stick around. Keep rolling.
Oh, hello,
Keep rolling.
hello. Where's the yellow going? Is it going right
shot,
behind the
Justin.
guards?
8-6.
3/4.
Not far away. They can still see a good chunk of that stone.
Big
Nice
six.
shot there, though, by
That's right.
Justin Marshall.
Or 10 and a half. 10 and a half.
Just draw on it. 7, 8.
You've got him bumping
I like
because
the
that
bump.
red, get that red in play, it's got him
I
going.
like the bump. So that we like 2.
10 and a half in.
7, 8.
8 off
Eight.
that.
8.
Well, it looks to me like GB aren't using the traditional communication system of 10 zones, maybe using a couple less. 7 and 8, 7, 8 would suggest around the T line in the normal system that teams would use, but they seem to be indicating somewhere around the back line. Needs to get past the top one. Oh, what a fabulous shot here from Gregor Ewan.
Watch your back.
Pops it through the house. Never looked anywhere else. Passes the 2 stones in front and pushes it through. He's happy with that one. Gregor Ewan is a Yeti in his spare time. So now the question being asked of Captain Kirk Black. Oh, he's in the guard. You know, there's a common expression in curling, and it's that 3s come in 2s. USA just took a 3 in the third end, and you'll be amazed at how often teams bounce back with 3 of their own. It's now looking like a great chance for GB to do that.
Get a big shot. Watch to the right shot. Watch to the right. Good. That's what I say to Shug there. Come in, come in, come in.
975.
Come on, Shock.
975.
I don't see many of the players rolling forward when they throw the stone. I wonder if that's something that the GB team have been working on, maybe to generate more speed or something, I don't know, but
Enough shot. Good.
Nibble just chips that yellow stone away. They would have liked to stick around.
Want to take the top one?
Yeah.
I think that one's just a little light. Last one. I didn't get a time on it, though. That's normal.
Well, if I was Kirk Black's technical coach, I would be telling him to keep his
9-4.
cue lower. He's sending it very high into the air, and
Nice shot.
I think he's losing a bit of accuracy as a result. That's the only stone in play, that red stone in the house. After this one by Kirk Black, chips it out and rolls through himself. Still chomping away on that little toothpick.
Adam.
What?
If that's the same one, it's taken an absolute battering that week. So anywhere in the house over on this left-hand side for GB. Will give them a great chance of scoring two. It looks short at the moment though. Well, GB are really spurning this opportunity at the moment.
Just turn around.
A couple of poor stones from Hugh Niblo. He sounded a little bit grouchy after that third end. And perhaps a little bit on tilt after losing the score of 3. Not producing the kind of play that he has shown throughout the round robin. Only 34% for the first 4 ends. Now USA can really put a massive dent in GB's chances of scoring multiple points here with a takeout. Rolls all the way out.
Sorry, Hugh, if I upset
Now,
you.
will Aileen choose to come around the corner guard? They could play a freeze on that Yellowstone, or they could play a takeout if they wanted to be defensive. I'd like to see them come around the corner guard here. Don't get too many better chances.
What are you doing? Because Chug looks confused.
Take it away.
It does, it looks confused there. That's what I didn't know what we were saying.
No, I think he was discussing
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's just something you, it's just courtesy.
Come on, GB.
Niblo still
Cool.
whinging about that situation in third end where Kirk Black kind of took off after the end of the third end to go and speak to his teammates and didn't agree with Hugh that what the score was in the end. Maybe that's because Kirk isn't normally the vice player, the third player. Who knows? But it's not really a big deal. Hugh needs to put that behind him and start making some shots. Defensive call here from GB. Choosing to play the takeout on the wing. They need to hit and stick here. If they don't, USA are coming around the corner guard to make the force. Oh, another miss here from GB.
Yep. 12-5.
GB really struggling. This one over curls and just glances off that stone that was supposed to be removed. Absolutely furious with herself. Don't know what's going on out there, but GB really struggling to get to grips with this. Front end playing well, but Hugh Niblo and Aileen Nielsen struggling at the moment. This guy certainly is not though. 82% so far in this game. One of the highest stats we've seen this week. Looks like he's excelling in that 4th position. Just looking for this anywhere in the house really. It will be good enough to force GB just to score 1 and get USA the last stone back. Would have probably liked that a little bit higher in the house, but good enough.
Clockwise, Bob, please.
So anywhere in the white circle or closer for Aileen Nielsen. Bit of a must make here for GB. They don't want to fall further behind before the halftime break. They can just follow that stone down that Steve Emp just played. Well, this has got to go a bit. It's got to go. This has to go for GB. It's come up short. And another 2 points for the USA. What a half they've played. Super stuff from the Americans. A steal of 2. And GB in big trouble here in session 13, trailing by 5 at the halftime break.
corners.
One.
Go in and
Depends what
see
they do.
where it lands.
You know, if they're going back or top or like Penny throwing it short there, then we need to think about using it.
So Penny
What
puts
are
in
they
one
gonna
shot,
do?
just draw right to the button.
If Penny goes short and we go corner, what are they doing? They're either
Coming
just
round.
going to peel it or just going to come round
Yeah.
it. So we need to think about how you can utilise every stone to the best of our ability, because we need to start utilising them. But we also need to start making shots.
Yeah.
Come on, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Come
Yeah,
on, Aileen.
sure.
Yeah.
True and wait straight to the brush, okay? We need to start nailing it. Believe what the brush is doing. Get right out there. Don't think about the outcome. Just think.
Cut me, Mick.
You got that little angel on your shoulder. What does that angel on the shoulder tell you?
Cut me.
Please get up. We have mics on.
Please get up. Please get up, you
Just get
son
up.
of a gun. Please get up. You guys are looking good. Keep it up, guys. Really proud of you. Really, really proud of you.
Just keep it clean.
Yep.
That's what we got to do.
Even you. Thanks, Coach. You go.
Thanks, cool.
You go. Yeah. Appreciate that, man.
Good.
Yeah. All right.
So,
Oh, Mark, you got words for him?
Yeah, Yankees, I think they're 11 and 3.
Big difference in the takeouts there. That's what's making the difference at the moment. USA much stronger in that department. And massively contrasting to halftime breaks going on. USA very relaxed, having some fun, joking around. Coach saying how proud he is of them. And Sheila Swan giving her team, the GB team, nothing short of a rollicking, really.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Cheers, Bob.
Certainly my first day, where is it?
Aye.
Sorry, boys. I get my water.
GB just haven't been good enough in this first half, and the team changes seem to be working for the United States of America, as Steve Empt is really excelling playing this fourth position. Change coming between session 12 and 13 after the loss to Switzerland. Turk Black stepping down to third, maybe something that he suggested himself, who knows, but is really working for the USA.
Penny probably 12-5.
Penny Greeley, the lead for the USA, gets this second half underway. Fifth end of a regulation 8.
11-2.
And one thing's for sure, USA don't want to drop the stones short of the rings, and Penny
Come on,
acutely aware of that.
Okay.
Lobs it through the house,
Come on,
but
Bobby.
better there than a short guard when you've got a 5-shot lead. Two great ends in the third and fourth from the USA, taking 5 points from GB.
Good point through.
Bob McPherson having a good game, 75% for the GB lead.
And you're finished.
Yeah.
This needs to get over the hog line, and
Bob.
it does.
Good ball.
I think we'll come over here to the open side.
Good little.
Niblo's been looking a little bit disgruntled since the third end. There's a little bit of a grumble about the USA not agreeing the score at the end of the end. And then he went on to miss his 2 shots in the next end. So he needs to get it together and start focusing on making shots, because that's not happening at the moment for the third and the skip for GB. Hugh Niblo at 34% and Aileen Nielsen 29. Just not good enough at this level. We're at the Paralympic Games.
Come on, Penny. 11-4.
11-4.
And again, this one's going through from Penny Greeley.
I know it doesn't hurt us, but...
Do you like another one?
Yeah, if you want. I don't know, do we need it? Do you like shot? Do we need it?
Like
I
that?
think so.
Well, GB are going to go around that guard now. It's a very long guard, which makes the positioning of this draw a little bit trickier. They need to stay quite high in the house. Tight guard would also be acceptable.
4-5.
Okay.
Good line, Bob.
He's got a good line here, and certainly a bit more running than the guard.
That's okay there.
And finishes up tight to the house. So that's a pretty useful shot there from Bob McPherson. USA are going to start
coming the other way in case he's wide. No.
Start peeling the guards.
I like this way.
Okay.
That can be one of the
One
of the problems of having two skips. It's like too many cooks spoil the broth. You get one person making a decision, which is Kirk Black, and then immediately Steve Emp like, no, fancy coming the other handle. That can be a bit annoying. Sometimes you just need to trust your skip, especially when he's not been playing that well in the round robin. His confidence probably isn't at an all-time high. That was a pretty marginal call, really.
4-5. 4-5.
So GB trying to play this draw once more. A little bit more running required. And this one over curling. Well, freezes against that red guard, which could stop USA from making the double peel. But you know what? Justin Marshall can throw it pretty hard. Maybe there's a chance to spring both of these ones. Trying to spin these guards. It's going to hit it pretty good. Oh, and he just pushes one into the house. I think he's been a little bit unfortunate there, Justin Marshall. So GB getting a bit of a break there. Here's another look. Just need to hit it a bit thicker to make sure that that second one went. Now, GB going for the draw around. Well, this looks like it's curling too early. The weight's nice. Can he push it up? Actually, it's quite a good result there for GB. Pushes another one into the house. GB want to have a realistic chance in this game. They need to make sure that the next score in this game is multiple points for GB. If they fall any further behind or they give up the last one advantage for anything less, then it's going to be very difficult to see Great Britain winning this game. Kirk Black only playing 44% so far. Kirk Black spends his winters in Wisconsin and his summers in Texas so that he can train on dedicated curling ice rather than just in hockey rinks in
Good weight.
Texas. Hits and rolls out of shot position here, but still in the house.
Come on, Sean.
We've seen Great Britain employing this tactic of splitting the house a few times. It's not really worked out for them so far. You might want to try going around the guard to try and force the issue and try and make multiple points here.
Pretty good shot.
Oh, this is a good aggressive call here from Great Britain. If they could get something in around the back of the forefoot, you'd think USA might hit the open one or something like that, and they might give them a chance to score 3. So Hugh Niblo not being anywhere near his tournament best in the first half. This one running wide at the moment, looking heavy. Oh, another mistake. Well, unbelievable that they're playing this poorly, GB, after defeating Germany earlier on today. Well, and again, USA let off the hook. It's almost like a role reversal. It's like USA have been doing throughout the round robin. They've been getting themselves into winning positions, into advantageous situations in the end, and they've not been able to convert. But this time it's USA being clinical and GB who are doing that.
Should be a good.
Stay right there, stay there, stay there.
Just needs to be careful of this back yellow stone.
Very nice, Kirk.
Very
Oh,
nice
perfect
shot,
shot
Kirk.
here by Kirk Black.
9-3.
Come on, Sean.
Oh,
Take
Bob.
your time. Wait until the brush is down. Go through every step that you normally do.
Come on, make this count. You know you can do it.
Gregor Ewan and Bob McPherson
975.
almost reading the riot act to Hugh Niblo.
Slow it down. Rest. Straight to the brush.
So here we go, Hugh Niblo going for the hit and roll here. A little bit of a strange call when you're 5 behind. He's just played the draw as well. You would have thought he could go for it. A little bit of a safe one, and actually he's over curled and missed everything.
What happened, Penny?
Hugh Niblo has just lost his mind right now.
I mean, no, coming up looking at you.
I know.
You're doing your hair, looking good.
Take it.
He just looks like he wants to be somewhere else, but he's been training for this for years.
Pale.
Needs to get himself sorted out and start making some of these shots.
Straight on,
It's
Justin.
now dropped to 28%. It's not really stats that are going to win the game. 28% at third and 29% at skip. That, however, is stats that are going to win a game. Steve Empt, 81%. Fantastic shooting by the fourth player for USA. So Steve Empt just trying to peel the guards here, looking a little bit inside. And where's the red going?
Hey.
Oh, you know what? He's been a little bit lucky there. He's still line 2 for USA. If he hits that anywhere close to where he wanted to hit it, then maybe GB line shot position. Just reliving that release. We want to put that one behind him. This time GB aren't going to make the draw around.
Come on, Alien, you've got this. Straight there, come on.
Doesn't look like a huge amount of ice that they're taking here. They will want to make sure they get past those 2 stones at the front of the rings.
Follow you through.
5.
5.
All different.
Gregor Ewan, he's like the angel on your shoulder, isn't he? Whispering in your ear telling you what to think about when throwing the stone. This one looking not too far away. Is it past the yellow?
Good shot. Oh, he's
Just ticks
Alright,
the
good
top
there,
one.
Ellie.
That
Good
didn't look enough ice for me. And GB just can't put it all together at the moment.
I'm down himself. I can't do this.
They're still frantically trying to work it out, and sometimes when you're struggling, then you try so hard to sort it out, to fix it and start making some shots that you actually make it more difficult as a result. And I think that's what's happening to GB at the moment. They want it too much. So Steve Emp just really needs to get that red GB stone out of there, and it'll be a force of one. Seems reasonably happy with this one.
Now, chip it out. Chip it through the hole.
994.
No, well done by Steve Emp. USA lie 3, and just one to come here in the 5th end. GB can't afford to drop any more points here.
5-6.
5-6.
So anywhere in the 8 foot, the white circle or anywhere closer than that will be fine for GB. A must make here for Aileen Nielsen. It's been a real struggle for GB in this game. Well, is it going to stop in time? It certainly is. It's going to be a point for GB. Aileen Nielsen saves the day with that last stone and keeps the game alive at least. But GB with a huge amount of work to do here after 5 ends. They're trailing by 4 shots. They don't have the last stone advantage in the 6th end. Just 3 ends to come. It's United States of America 6, Great Britain 2. Still those takeouts that are causing the problems for GB. Pretty even in the draw department, but USA really doing a super job of the hits. Disastrous 3rd and 4th end, the difference between the 2 teams here. And now Great Britain are going to have to go all out.
Come on, Bob.
To get back into this
You've
game.
got this.
Centre guard going to go up.
Guard.
Okay.
Well, Angela Malone has made her way out onto the ice. Hugh Niblo has been sacked and makes his way off to the bench. Just looked completely out of sorts today, and it seems to happen a lot more regularly in the wheelchair curling game than it would in the Olympic format. The
Good, Bob. Good night
willingness to change players when they're not playing well. I've seen it a few times this week. Angela Malone, one of the most decorated curlers in Great Britain, 2 Paralympic medals, and she was the alternate in Sochi. She's won a few World Championship medals as well, including 2 World Golds.
Easy. Easy, Ben.
11.
Easy.
I'm sorry, dear.
Straight to the brush. Come on.
Well, Angie Malone's come in to play
Guard.
second stones.
Straight weight and turn. straight weight and turn.
And Gregor Ewan moves up to third position.
Good rotations.
Good, Bob.
Go left and keep watching it. It's good there, Bob. Really nicely.
Good, Bob.
So a couple of guards go up for GB. Really just throwing this one out to the wing, really not wanting to get too embroiled in anything up the center line. And that one just hangs on at the back.
Go on in.
So this is going to be our first look at Angie Malone. Likes to do a bit of kayaking, sailing, and going to musicals at the theatre as well.
Good rotations, Ange.
Hero is British curler Rona Howie, the Olympic gold medalist from 2002 in Salt Lake City. And just 4 years later, it was Angie picking up her first
Good,
shot,
Ange.
Ange.
Paralympic medal in Turin 2006. Silver medal winner there. And then bronze in 2014.
I got all the back ones, just so you know.
It's fine.
Got a hit and roll. What a peel. I'm happy with either one.
So Angie finds her way into the front of the house. And this is kind of going to be the pattern really for the remainder of the game. You would think USA with a 4-shot lead. GB throwing up the guards and trying to hide stones behind. And USA are just going to be banging everything. Well, really good takeout. It's USA that find the cover with that shot from Justin Marshall.
Come on, Ange.
Angie Malone coming on the other handle this time. She's got a couple of nicknames I can see on her biography here. One's Molly and the other one's Angelina Ballerina. So Angelina Ballerina even, coming around the anti-clockwise.
Five.
Good rotations, Ange.
Good draw by Angie Malone. Gets down into shot position and there's room for more as well.
Good shot, Ange.
Off the bench and buries it. Good for her.
Peel.
So USA are just going to play the peel. Start to open up these stones in the house. Justin Marshall made a fabulous hit and roll with his first stone.
Get out.
He goes for the run back
Get out.
and makes it.
Hey.
I'm not sure that's what was called, but still the result is just as good. Makes the run back. That's a long, long way to raise a stone to make a double takeout. Sometimes when it's your day, it's your day.
5.
Same draw again here. Gregor Ewan moved up from second position to third now. Playing 58%. A lot of rotation on this one, spinning like a top. So, will it get down into shot? Not quite, but still in a very handy position for GB.
Top one. Or do you want to go after it?
Our yellow.
Or yellow?
So Peel again here for the USA. Don't expect them to make that run back. Just trying to peel the guard and open things up. They've got the last stone here, and you would think any sort of a score would be a good result here in N6 for the USA.
That's what we wanted. It's good. Feel that guy.
That's the shot, Gregor.
You get rid of it if you want. See nearly all.
Take it.
You go 10 and a half.
10 and a half.
I'll take out this time on that yellow stone. GB deciding to go in there and try and lie two. Not too much granite out front to hide behind at the moment. No, that's not the one. Not the one that Gregor Ewan was looking for. And now USA with a chance to hit and lie three. The centre is wide open as well. And the end may be nigh for GB.
Come on, Gregor. Keep setting up. Come on, boy. Thank you for waiting. You're the man. The same way you just threw.
So just a takeout really here for Kirk Black.
He's going to be a beauty.
Nice stone, Kirk. Nicely done.
Nice shot, Kirk.
Yeah, very well done. USA lying three here, no centre guards in play. How are GB going to magic their way out of this one?
There's no much room to actually get round and
No,
draw.
that's what I'm saying. Is saying you hit that and try and flop to there. You've got to try and run that back. Or you can hit that and try and run to there.
No, I think probably that.
So, what are you reckoning about there, Price?
Yeah.
975?
Yeah.
Well, after the discussion, it looks like they're going to play a hit and roll off that yellow furthest away there and try and hide behind the stone in the centre line. Very tough shot here for Aileen Nielsen, but
Let's try and get the hit and roll.
they're needing to try and muster up something. Angie Malone has already been out on the ice this week. She played in a game earlier in the round robin, but the circumstances were very different. They were winning convincingly at that point.
Nice straight at him.
975.
So 975 is the weight that they're trying to throw the time between the hog lines. And that is a kind of soft takeout weight. So it's going to make contact. Is it going to make the roll?
Shot,
It is.
Aileen.
Super shot by Aileen Nielsen. That is a great attempt.
Good weight.
Well, the only problem here for GB is that the two stones are extremely close together, so it should be a straightforward takeout. USA might lose that stone on the back line though if USA don't get this quite right.
Normal.
Normal.
Line.
Hey there. Hey there.
Well, it needs to hit this on the left-hand side or in the nose, and it looks like it's
Cross over
curling
that side.
early. Is he going to pass it all together and take it out? Well, as I said, if your luck's in, your luck's in.
For the break.
And USA are riding it all the way to what looks like a famous victory for them. The Paralympic bronze medalist from 2014 just not at the races today. No, you can't really celebrate that one, Steve.
He wanted, right?
Sorry.
He wanted a heavy shot.
Got the job done though.
But I just have to try and get buried.
Well,
Yeah?
what hand do you want to go on?
So GB are going to have to
About there.
go all out here and try and draw around that stone at the
Yeah.
front of the house.
Go for it.
Doesn't look happy at all, Aileen. Well, again, it doesn't look like a lot of ice. We've seen other teams taking a huge amount. But the GB team do tend to throw a little bit more rotation, which could make it more difficult to hide behind that yellow stone. If you put a lot of
5,
spin on it,
6.
then it will run straighter.
Easy shot for you.
I think Gregor Ewan's trying to make light of the situation. Aileen Nielsen needing to pull a rabbit out the hat
5,
here.
6.
Good play through. Really good line, Aileen.
Good line apparently. Looks tight at the moment. Needs to get past that yellow at the front of the house. Well, I think this is all over it. This is all over the top stone. It's not even going to get in for a second shot. USA are going to be left with either a draw for 3 or a takeout for 3 or 4.
Draw over here.
We 1 or 2?
We're 1, 1, 2.
1, 2?
Draw over here.
Good call.
This seems like a sensible shot called by Kirk Black.
time on
Just
that last
anywhere
one.
in the white circle will be good enough
No.
for USA to score 3, and you would
So you
expect
say like
I have,
37.
I have 12, 15,
GB
but
to
I don't
shake
think
hands.
that's right.
All right.
GB just haven't read the ice well at all today. They've missed so often on the inside, just not taking enough ice. And USA have mastered it. They have produced a masterful display here in session 13 and getting a well-deserved
Line.
victory, it looks like. They've really played a lot better than their record has suggested in the round robin. Just having 1 win from the first 8. Steve
Very
Emp
nice,
stepping
Steve.
in to throw 4th stones. This one looks like it is going to stop for 3. And Steve Emp, what a game he's produced, over 80%.
One more end, guys.
Says one of us going to be departing
So 9-2, USA, and they're leading 7-shot difference with just 2 ends to play.
I think it's me.
Is she coming?
I'm going to say it's me.
Right. Gregor says 3, right?
Who? Me?
Benny?
Well, looks like GB are going to persevere and play another end. I wouldn't personally. 7 down with 2 ends to go is, yeah, that's just not going to happen. But maybe GB needing to get a bit more practice as they go into 2 very difficult games against Korea and China in their last 2 round robin games. And they are going to be must-win games, both of them. All the games still out here in session 13. We're really starting to get right down to it and find out who is going to qualify for the semi-finals. USA aren't going to be one of those teams, but they are playing spoiler a little bit. Out comes Megan Lino to make her performance, her first performance of the week. Coming in to replace Penny Greeley. An exciting moment for her, making her first appearance at the Paralympics. Unfortunately, she's probably not going to be asked to play any shots. She's literally just throwing stones through the house.
Straight to that brush.
Well, you know, Bob McPherson has had a very good game. He's been playing 73% elite. But that's one of the pitfalls of playing lead, I guess. You can play 100%, but if the rest of your team aren't performing, you aren't going to win many games.
Good, Bob.
So good, Bob.
Throw it through.
So good corner guard. Megan Lino is just going to throw this away again. Plays out of the Cape Cod Curling Club. Left-hander, likes to do a bit of cooking, baking, fishing, volunteering. She started curling in 2007 at the Cape Cod Curling Club. Well, unfortunately, she's not really been asked to play any shots here, although she has made her way down off the bench. Be another corner guard here from Bob McPherson.
Guard.
Yep.
Looks like there's an echo.
That's better rotations, Bob. 1.5.
Another corner guard from GB. Good setup once again from Bob McPherson.
Good, Bob.
Oh, and now the big weight takeouts commence here for Justin Marshall. The free guard zone rule over, of course. Megan Lino couldn't have removed the corner guards because of the free guard zone rule, which is now over. And should be a bit of a procession here for Justin Marshall. Pretty good at the big weight takeouts. And he's been very accurate today, playing 75% now.
You got this.
Well, GB really need to score about 5 in this end if they want to get back into it.
2-3.
Even still, even if they did score 5 here, then it would be a tall order to continue this game even.
Good rotations, Ange.
Angie Malone came in at the start of the 6th end.
Good, Ange.
Go on.
Good, Ange. Good there.
Another good corner guard. The only problem GB have here is though that by throwing guards, they're not putting them in the house, and they really need to get as many points as possible here in this 7th end. They're trailing by 7 with 2 ends to go. No, normally I wouldn't expect teams to play on in the 7th end or with just 2 ends to go. If there were 4 or 5 behind, play on with 7 behind is it's quite incredible. Another good peel from Justin Marshall.
No, you're good.
7-8.
Yep.
Angie Malone was actually
Again, Ange.
Come on, Angie.
honoured as a member of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire, an MBE, a very high award in the UK. She was given that in 2017 for her services to wheelchair curling. A terrific ambassador for the sport, Angela Malone. Also been awarded the Athletes in Excellent Award from the Foundation for Global Sports Development for her community service efforts and work with youth. On top of her 2 Paralympic medals. What a career she's had. This won't be one of her highlights playing in this game right now.
Okay.
But I think by the time she came into this match, the damage was done really.
You want to come the other way?
They're already trailing by 6 shots to 2.
Yeah, we can come that way.
Which way? Got it.
Now, Kirk Black
Over here, lads.
maybe starting to grow in confidence here. He's now up to 58%, and this new setup for the USA with Kirk playing 3rd stones and Steve Empt playing the last stone seems to have worked today. Easily been their strongest performance of the week. They've played some good stuff at times, but it's never come together quite like this.
Cross a little more.
They had a resounding win over Sweden, but this is against the reigning Paralympic bronze medalists, and they're really just sweeping them aside. Kirk Black, slight mistake there. Leaves a couple of guards up, and now GB are going to start trying to pour granite into the house. They've got 4 stones to come here, and for me, they need to count with all of them. So Gregor Ewan with the draw. Well, this looks short. It's really not been a good day at the office for GB. Although they did win in session 12 against Germany, but they really haven't matched the same performance levels as we saw in that game.
I don't mind it over here.
Yeah, I like it over there.
Probably 12-5.
Well, USA choosing to draw the open side here, which would seem like a strange call to me. They are leading by 7. So surely it's just a case of playing takeouts. And if they draw right out to the wing here, then GB could still be able to draw around those guards and lie in shot position. If USA do want to do this, then they probably want to be somewhere in the middle of the 8 foot, not too wide. Very strange call, 7 shots up.
12-5. Nice stone, Kirk. Beauty.
Good weight, but too wide. If you look at the line of the guards, then that lines up with the edge of the 4 foot circle. So actually by drawing out there, it doesn't really do anything other than just leave
5.
GB with the chance to start pouring stones around there. And if they played 3 perfect shots from here, then USA might all of a sudden start to get a little bit nervy. It's disputable that a score of 3 would be enough for GB anyway, but this is looking like an okay attempt. Still short though again from Gregor Ewan. I really can't see the game continuing from here.
Wing, right? I just don't want to put something in the middle for them to hit and roll behind.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a big target over there at this point. There's 3 stones wide to hide behind for him.
I don't know. I kind of like going here.
Yeah.
You got it.
Such a wide target now. Anyway,
To be perfectly honest, USA could go and start tapping the GB stones into the house here and they would still win the game, so I don't think they need to deliberate over this one too much. Just somewhere in the front ring was
13-4,
suggested
just
by
hit
USA.
Well, it's a couple feet out.
Okay. 12-5.
Yep. 12-5.
Yep. 12 and a half.
USA are out of sight right now, leading by 7. GB only have 10 stones left in this game if they play the last end, so
It's
all right. Through is not the worst thing that's ever happened.
it really is out of the question for GB to win this game now.
11-8.
11-8.
Sweep it through.
Sweep it through.
He's 12 and a half.
No sweepers here, Steve.
So I'll go there. What are you reckon of it? There?
I think edge at 8, Gregor.
So edge of the white circle is the ice that Gregor Ewan's going to take here. There's been a lot of misses on the inside from GB. They seem to be getting to grips with the line here, but then the weight seems to have gone. It's always the weight.
Thank you. Just a wee draw.
Now, maybe at the very least, Aileen Nielsen can finish with a couple of good ones to take forward and remember to go into the last 2 games, 2 tough games against Korea and China. Well, how's this one looking for Aileen Nielsen? It does look like they've got a good line, passes the guard with plenty of room to spare.
6.
That stone will still be seen from the hack.
If he knows it, we're fine.
USA should be able to remove that quite easily.
Just off now.
Anywhere is good.
So just get that red stone out of there, the USA.
Lifted it.
Seemed like a bad one. Didn't seem like a clean throw at all from Steve Emp there. Is he still going to make it? Doesn't look too far away.
Come on.
I don't know why he was unhappy, but that's absolutely perfect.
Good shot.
Thank you.
Sounded like it jumped a little bit on release, and not the smoothest throw, but still gets the job done. And
Last one, you gotta throw a little finesse.
5, 6.
You can't just grip it.
Or 6.
Aileen Nielsen just needs to draw up against that yellow stone to score, and then surely the handshakes will come. There's absolutely no chance GB can steal 6 without the last stone. Well, going forward, this Great Britain team need to just relax a little bit and play their usual game. They've had a good shot here though. Aileen Nielsen down onto that shot stone to score 1. And the handshakes do come from GB. They've conceded here in the 7th end. USA just had too much for GB to handle. What a game from Steve Emp, 82%. That's one of the best stats I've seen this week.
Thank you, hon.
GB will go back to the drawing board to work out what they need to do to win the last 2 games now. Suffering their 4th loss, and they really need to not drop anymore if they want to be in the semi-finals and have a chance to get another medal.
Yes, sir. You too. Get it back. You'll be fine. Yep.
So Steve M not satisfied with just inspiring his own players. He wants to pick up the opposition as well. There you have it, the final score here in session 13. Just one game left out there. USA 9, GB 3. USA get their second win, and GB suffer their fourth loss. Look at those stats. Haley Nielsen's came up quite a bit to 54%, but for much of the game she was languishing around 30, and Hugh Niblo, less said the better. Then Penny Greeley didn't have her best game, but she didn't really need to. Megan Leno came out to play, but she didn't actually attempt to make any shots. She was just there to put the stones through the back. 3 stolen points for the USA. That's what's partly made the difference, but that's those stats around the takeouts, and USA just dominating in every single department here in session 13. A few fans still kicking about to see the conclusion of this session. GB go to 5 wins and 4 losses, still in 4th position in the standings. USA 2 and 7, they'll move alongside Finland and Sweden. Those were the key moments in the game. Some very happy US supporters sticking around to lap up this famous victory for the USA over the bronze medalists from 2014, Great Britain. USA just had their number in every department today, and they take this one home with a 9-shots-to-3 victory and pick up their second win of the round robin here in the wheelchair curling event. Thanks for watching.